Yeah,
There
yeah.
you go. Oh,
We're live.
Stinger can do this shit in his sleep.
That's because Stinger's so damn good.
yes, now this is not a Stinger love chat. This is a Mule love chat.
We love you, Stinger. Yes, this is supposed to be a mule love chat. Shame on me. Okay. Hello everybody. Sorry about that. We had sort of
Minor difficulties.
minor technical difficulties. What you
Right.
get when you run with a hillbilly.
Hard
But
as like an eagle when you work with a bunch of turkeys.
Now watch, I did it wrong. You know, it's because we still got 0 viewers and I don't see it on the YouTube yet. But I know I did it the way it used to work, so damn it. I don't know.
I wonder if they made a diff where you can't go on YouTube anymore.
Well, I'm sure you can, because I still went to the Green Dragon, you know, and did upload and start broadcast, so why you wouldn't be able to do that? I don't know.
I even went to the Google side of or the what you say when I did it. I just don't understand.
Well, no, I see us now, I think.
Well, someone's in there. Yep, you.
Yeah, it's me, most likely. But I'm going to send the link to Mule, in case. Damn beef jerky, gotta be all spicy and shit.
Let's see here.
You find it?
No, my phone doesn't work. Yes.
What's up, Red Wise Red Nut?
Thank you for more pulling on the tablet.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, well, looks like Mule's watching now, so.
Well,
Welcome.
as I said, this is supposed to be a love fest for Mule, but as Rev reminded me, like him, Mule is sort of a he doesn't have a narcissistic bone in his body.
Ah, bullshit. He's got a little narcissistic, a little bit. Everybody has a little bit. Come on.
I don't know. The man don't want no credit. The man's made this mighty thing tool for us all to use, and doesn't want any credit for it.
Well, he's going to get it regardless because we love him. And
Care about him.
shout outs to you, Brother Mule. And like we told you, we'll keep it going. However long you need, we got your back, brother.
I'm sorry I've been sick. I've been trying to catch that back up, and I know you've been gone. I'll probably try to handle one Thursday night if I can.
Oh, there you go.
Didn't Chris take over Thursday night?
No, Chris is doing Sunday nights.
Okay.
So Tuesdays are open, Thursdays are open. I mean, I'm sure one of us.
Right.
Okay, so Thursday I will try to get it if I can. If I'm not feeling too bad, I'll try to have it Thursday night.
There you
go. If this don't kill me off. So.
Well, now that there's a few people in here and we actually have viewers, I'm going to go take care of what I need to take care of. I'll be right back.
All right, you go take care of yourself.
Are we live on YouTube? I can't find it, but...
We are live on YouTube.
Okay, it won't show up in my feed, so bastards.
I'm going to send out some links to the normal crew, Kents.
All right.
Might as well.
So, you got anything nice to say about Mule today?
About Mule's what?
About Mule. This is supposed to be...
Congratulations on the grandchild. That's always cool. Hope he gets his car situation fixed up, but it might take forever for the Attorney General to intervene in issues with his van or whatever. And was it August 4th is the 1-year anniversary of the first Green Dragon, so that's Monday. We ought to have a birthday party.
No doubt.
No doubt. Let's have a giveaway.
No doubt we will.
I'll see if I can't find something for a giveaway.
You said next Monday, Jim?
I think it's August 4th. So we did the first one. He did it on his channel, and then of course he created the Dragon channel about the 1st of September or something like that.
Yeah, I hope I'm not at the beach that time. I'm going to the beach for a few days.
Well,
First
do it
week.
live from the beach.
But that's what I'll
No
do.
wonder you's doing so good there. You getting to take a break every now and then.
Oh, well. You know,
Jamaica, I was going to the beach.
Oh, Jamaica was, that was a well-needed trip where I was going to fucking go bananas.
Just wish we had fucking summer weather around here and fucking lows in the 50s. And
I tell you what,
to 80.
we ought to all take like week breaks here every once in a while. Everybody just take a break. Not all of us at one time, but randomly.
Just drop me off right back at Montego Bay, baby.
Go Bay.
Montego Bay, just drop me off. I'll be good to go.
You'll be good to go.
Just have a charter set up so that once a month you're down there for about 5 days every month.
I'm telling you, Jim, I can afford a place. I mean, I'm thinking about getting a nice little 2-bedroom apartment is what I'm thinking about doing. Because it's cheap. I can rent something cheap.
There's a friend of mine in Negril. He's got the Purple Haze Resort or something like that. I'm not sure what it is, but he's been down there for a few years now. So, Dennis Patterson.
I'll bring Kansas down there and let him catch a tan.
I would love that. That would be cool.
I could see Kansas jumping at Jamaica. No worry, man. Be happy.
Oh, me and my wife have never had a actual. Our anniversary was when my first time that we've been away and gotten away and done anything special was when we met Eagle and Midwest Middle Class, and that was the first time we've ever had a break where it was a actual break for us. Yeah. So, other than that, I've been stuck in the house. And
so when was the official last time you took a vacation, Kansas?
Huh?
When's the official time? When's the last time you took a real vacation? That you actually left your place for like a week, huh?
Last July.
Last July?
Yep. That was the first time we went and met. We set up a place down here in Kansas. It was a nice little resort. And,
nice.
And we met Midwest Middle Class and Eagle.
When's the last time you left Kansas?
5 years ago.
No, that's what you got to do. You got to leave Kansas. I don't consider vacation until you leave your state or your country.
Oh, well, I haven't ever done that before.
Oh, man. You would love it, buddy.
I wished I could. If I had the money, I would. That's a big thing with us. We don't have the money. Little bitty bit that I get per month just don't even get it. 7 viewers now. Hey, we got people. Now let's give Mule some.
Absolutely.
Oh, I tell you what. No, the man has made this Green Dragon. He made it so that people can get on here and be themselves, do what they got to do, help try to actually do something for the United States. Try to get the word out about. Try to wake people up, and try to help people. That's decent. I mean, he took what I did and made it like 30 times better. He took what I wanted to do, and he did it.
Yeah.
So, this is where I wanted to go, but he's got it, and he's wanting to go with it. He's got bigger dreams for it, And that's what we need to really work on, a base. Someone that I I was talking to a guy the other day. I'm trying to get him talked into being like a sponsor for us.
Mm-hmm.
Someone that has the money backing, so that
Right.
if we need $1,000 to go do something, we can get that $1,000.
Right.
And like Tony needed to go to Texas, or boom, he can go to Texas. That
Right.
that kind of stuff. And but we need sponsors, and I'm trying to find sponsors that will do that. It's really hard to.
That'd be good, Cans.
Okay, I'm back. And while I was gone, Mule said you guys are awesome. Let them know that. So I'm just letting everybody know that Mule's watching and thinks you're all awesome. And my one nice thing to say to Mule is he always finds a really good deal. I found a pretty good deal myself recently from one of the websites he turned me on to. Let me make sure it's still in. Yep, it's still in stock. So if anyone watching or anyone on the panel is interested, they have on Centerfire Systems a Mosin Nagant from Russia. And if I believe I'm correct, which I think I'm correct, the Russian Mosin Nagants are the ones that are a little bit harder to find. Usually it's the Chinese. This one is a 9130. It's got a 28.25-inch barrel. Holy hell. And it's all serials matching, refinished from Arsenal, and excellent original wood stock. Comes with all the extras. It comes with the bayonet. It comes with the pouches, a sling, a cleaning kit, an oil can, all that stuff for $170.
Wow.
And it looks beautiful. If I had another $170, I'd be picking it up myself. And I'll go ahead and probably drop that link somewhere for everybody.
Does that import ban, is that going to affect those? I suppose it
No,
will.
not if they're already in the country, which I would imagine they already are, then no.
Well, I'm just curious as to the flow. Are they still entering the country, or is there just a huge surplus of them already here?
Probably a huge surplus already here.
Right.
So they're trying to drop the surplus so they can get rid of it. Because there's no telling how long this war's going to last.
Right.
It's not even a war, it's stupidity.
Shit hits the fan scenario, you order a crate of those and bury them in the backyard with several thousand rounds of ammunition. That might come in handy if you can afford that.
I tell you what, I don't think anything's going to come of it. I think it's all just a big ploy by the big boys up there that run this place, and they just it's a ploy so that Russia gets back its area that's theirs, and we end up losing everything, so that we have to become the new world order. But that's just my theory and my what do you call it, conspiracy.
Right.
Part of the problem with a lot of this conspiracy shit is these people plan this shit out for hundreds of years into the future as their goals, and they just
I know. I mean, this whole new world order and all this presidential stuff's been going on for close to 90 years, and then when they go through and they say, well, the president's got all this power, it's because of other presidents gave this power to each president, and they counted them up. They never cut what the president did, his thing, and each one, and now it's all added up into a big faction that he's got a lot of power on.
Wasn't the first executive order to get more silverware for a party that they were having at the White House?
Yeah, or something like that, yeah.
It goes from that to banning importations and doing all this other crap. That's totally
they never took it out, so now they got all this power, all this extra power that they never had power on.
So the executive order is only supposed to have influence over the executive branch, but of course that's been expanded to.
And see, it's like they had old Cruz and another senator up there talking they were having a session. It was just, I guess, basically Republicans in there. The Democrats wouldn't even show up, and Reid won't let nothing happen. But he's up there talking to them, and he's like, "This is what's happening." And the other guys are going, yeah, this is what's happening. And they all started pulling out all this evidence about everything that the president's doing. And they're saying, what are we to do? What are we to do? We can't do an impeachment because Reed's not going to allow it. So what do we do? And I mean, they were over and over it, like a bunch of them. I was laughing because, you know, that sounds about like us. I mean, there's nothing we can do about it, and we're just sort of stuck. You know.
I suppose Congress could enact legislation that specifically how to.
That's what they're saying. We're supposed to be the ones to make the laws.
They won't do it, so.
I mean, you're supposed to be able to sue as well, whatever that'll do. I don't know, but that's supposed to be one of the options, right?
Right. And see, the thing is, it's like you said, there would be something, and that's what they keep bringing up, is every time the courts have shot down anything that any of the presidential orders, the courts have shut them down 9-0. It's 9-0. They're all within agreement. Even his two that he personally put on there have shot it down. So, I mean, they're like, you know, this just can't happen, and they don't know what, and they're asking the main guy what to do, and you know, they don't know because of the fact that Reed won't let them do nothing, and Boehner won't let the others do anything. Well, I don't know. Of course, Boehner, I heard, did something the other day against the old Prez. I couldn't believe that one. But anyway, back to Mule.
I wish Reb had to come back in. I had some questions. My or Mule, you know, because they both run the AK, but Reb's got a little bit more experience, I think. I don't know. But no, when I took the new AK out to the range, the ejection on it was not consistent. They all ejected. I didn't have any malfunctions, but some of them went, you know, normal, what I would consider normal versus my other AK. Some of them went further and spun really hard in the air, and some of them just kind of pooped out. So I'm kind of questioning the ejector on that thing, and if I want to have to replace it or modify it or whatever. But, so anybody out there in the chat rooms that know anything about that shit?
Consistency of the ammo, maybe, or?
It was all the same ammo. And I also shot the underfolder the same day, and that, you know, ran like it always does.
What happened to,
What's up? Hope nobody got Ebola.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, G, I hope nobody got Ebola yet.
No, not yet.
Did you see that video I reposted about that? Man, they're just letting people just roam around with that shit. It's highly infectious. It's like if you mix the flu with flesh-eating disease and HIV all together. It's as contagious as the flu. It busts down your blood vessels, and it's incurable.
What is it now?
Ebola. In America, there's been like, I don't know, at least 3, maybe 4 cases of it now. The real risk it could spread. The CDC and the they're not doing anything about it.
Yeah, they probably are. The press ain't telling you anything. But
they're not stopping people from flying. They're not quarantining people until after they find out. This is something that could be spread airborne, like the flu, man. This is serious shit.
Yeah, I wonder what the incubation period is.
Get it.
Well, I know Ebola. I know it took out a lot of people down in Africa at one time, within 3 or 4 days. So
they're not even checking people unless they show signs. It's bad, man. It's freaking bad.
Well, they're trying to get it in here. They're trying to take us all out, and it's their. I mean, they've been trying this. I mean, they weren't talking eugenics for nothing.
Hold on a second here. Let me get you the link. This is got
At this time, Barry.
other links with it and shit. I think. Look down here. Now this is pretty serious shit.
It's like black and blue.
Well, it's just the article. Anyways,
Ebola is like the Black Plague over, like,
Yeah.
10 times over.
now that kills you in days.
Shit's nasty.
Yeah, they don't take no prisoners. Once you get an infection, you're fucked.
Yeah, according to what they said, the last time they came out with a cure, but they didn't have no way of stopping it from going airborne. So they burned everybody and pretty much quarantined the town and killed everybody.
Yeah, Germany's been accepting infected patients too. Now just have a look at this.
Oh, it's hitting everywhere. I know they said they had 3 in, like, I think it was Indiana or somewhere, 3 Ebola victims. So, you know, it's bound to happen.
I'm just saying, it's highly infectious. Highly infectious. And it has gone on.
They ran a bio drill in, I think it was Madison, Wisconsin, or someplace like that here about a week or 2 ago. So makes you wonder if they know what's up.
They do. They know what's up. It's all set up.
Yeah, if that shit gets here, man, we're fucked.
Well, they said there's been 3 or 4 cases there in the United States. But they caught them in time, they said.
Yeah.
I don't know. But to me, if there's 1, there's going to be 100 within a week or 2.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, everybody on that plane, everybody on those planes, everybody that's been around them was at risk. And the thing of it is by the time you start showing symptoms, it's over. I mean, in any case, it's untreatable anyways. The only thing that can be done, I mean, and they're not even disposing of the bodies properly, they're just burying them. This is something that doesn't go away. It has to be destroyed either chemically or with fire. Where they're doing it right, they're actually burning the bodies and chemically treating them and stuff so to destroy the genetic material because it's just that bad.
I don't know. They're not. I don't know what's wrong with this group of people, but they ain't got their head. I mean, it's like the ones down there in Mexico. They were threatening the nurses not to say nothing.
Yeah.
And the thing is, why threaten people like that? I mean,
because they don't want to look bad. That's what that is.
Yeah, but the thing is, they want deniability. They want plausible deniability when they kill all these people. You know what I'm saying?
Because they don't want to be held responsible.
And then they won't do nothing for the people that are there. No, well, we didn't know it yet. That's what they want to say.
Well, don't you know that Obama only learns things by watching the local news?
Yeah, I know. I heard.
Yeah, we got drug-resistant, treatment-resistant tuberculosis coming up from down south. Got MRSA and other things. Stuff that hasn't been a problem in America for a long time. Then we got Ebola on top of that. Oh, baby, wouldn't that just be a mess if that all spread together? Talk about one hell of a pandemic. It'd kill people quick.
Not good.
Not good. Exactly. I mean, if you were already sick with something and you caught a trace of that, you're going to get it and you're dead.
Yep, pretty much. Well, I try not to go out much rather than what I do.
By the way, Mule doesn't like it that we're not talking about him the whole hour.
Oh, yes, this is true. I forgot. Sorry, guys. You gotta say something nice about Mule now. Let's go nice.
Mule's a great guy. I'm starting to think maybe it isn't such a bad idea that one of the local funeral homes finally got a crematorium. We might actually need that.
So, okay, let's see here. Anybody got something good? I know G has something good to say about me.
Oh, like I said, man, what I haven't said before, man, he's just straight up good people, man. Straight up good people, and always looks out for you. He's never plays both sides of the fence. You know what I'm saying? And he's one of the reasons why, you know, I wanted to go in the Dragon. Just cool ass people like yourself, and just you know what you're gonna get out of him. You know, and it's hard to find.
His mind, you know, just whatever the fuck he thinks, he ain't afraid to say it.
Hard to find people like that. He's from the old school, just like me. He's Irish. I'm Greek, but you know, hardcore, man. Hard knocks. That's what it's all about.
I mean, it's with him, it's straight up. That's what I like.
Yeah.
It's the way I was taught.
I know I'm gonna get the right answer. I know I'm not gonna get a bullshit answer, and I know I'm gonna get a direct answer. And that's why I go to me all the time. That's why, you know, it's my man.
Who's the other dragon in here?
Huh?
Oh, I'm in as a dragon. Are they?
I can't get my laptop running this, so I gotta run with the G. Gotta run with G for right now.
I hope Mule can go to the shoot in the Balmies. I know he was talking about wanting to do that, so hopefully you can make that happen. Maybe you can grab El Tenda and the two of them can.
Mule, if you are listening, check your daughter's text and give me a call tonight, as soon as possible.
Right. Get in contact with G.
Contact G. And he's got the digits. You got my number.
And all you out there that are watching and that aren't part of the, that are part of the Dragon, maybe you're not, you're just checking it out. You know, Mule has been the one that's helped keep us online. And, you know, he's kept things straight. Even when there's problems, Mule's always cutting it through the bullshit.
Yeah.
Setting it straight. You know, he's got outlets to make us big and make us even better. And I think that's damn good.
Yeah. He's gonna tell you like it is, man. Even if you go to him for an opinion and it's not in your favor, and it's against what you think or whatever, he's gonna tell you how it is, and that's. It's hard to find people like that. He's not gonna fucking put sugar cubes in your shit. You know, it's take it the way it is, and if you don't like it, don't ask.
Right. What do you say, Russ?
He is highly opinionated, I'll give you that.
Yeah, he is, but I love the man. I mean, at least he tells you the way it is. I mean,
yeah.
From his perspective, I always know what to think, you know? Fact, he's my ground.
I remember I used to come in here before I was a bartender, and he made me feel like I was a bartender before I was one, and he's just...
Speaking of being a bartender guy, you just reminded me. Can someone yell out what we got in the room? We got 11 now?
I think so.
Sorry to interrupt you there, Gene.
It's all good.
It just reminded me we got people out there that have not been called out.
Right. But like the whole clique, man, it's just all of us, man. Like I said, one of us go down, the next man's there to step up. We all got each other's back. Mm-hmm. Tactical Tony, HTP, fucking Rev, Stinger, myself.
Well, we wouldn't be there. I mean, a lot of us wouldn't be there if it wasn't for him keeping the shit straight. You know what I'm saying?
Wild Owl Horseman. Better not the bartender. No.
Yeah.
Okay, he's had enough of the love fest. He wants people to now start talking about how much of an asshole he is.
Now, we both
Yeah,
did
I
that.
need some fucking water. My throat's dry as shit.
Right?
I already
Cotton.
put 2 bits on that.
Oh,
Mine, that might be asshole to somebody, but I think it's good.
He's a good asshole. He's one that, that's what I was saying. I like the man who talk to you and tell you the way it is.
He's like that well manicured, you know, they went ahead and Brazilian waxed it and the whole bit, so it's all like a pretty little asshole.
I would ask a question right now, but who's the biggest? Who is the biggest? And they're gonna love it. Who's the biggest asshole in the Dragon? This is where the ratings are gonna go up.
Right? Oh man, there's so many different levels of assholes.
Russell.
Oh yeah.
Who?
No, actually, he's well. If you ask way back when political chat, I would say Russell.
I'll never forget when fucking Trick Daddy came in on that chat and fucking Mule just turned fucking black and purple, man. He just was gonna explode. I forgot they were talking about it last night or the other night.
He turned
Holy
37
shit.
codes of red.
Yeah,
I
let's
really-
talk Christmas time.
I really thought that he was.
I'm sitting there having my Kansas and friend chat, and this asshole comes in and sits there and tells Mule, you cannot shut this down. And it's like, bullshit.
And then I loved it. The funnier one was, well, I'm not gonna say it on there. That happened a while ago. He just went off. Let's just say he got an email, and he wasn't happy about it. That was pretty good.
The man knows when he's mad, and you know when he's mad. You gotta step those coins at that point.
You just gotta be quiet, move over to the side, and just let the man roll.
Let the man speak.
Let the man do his thing.
And you got a raging fire. Sometimes you can't put it out. You just gotta let it burn itself up.
Yeah, you gotta let him.
Another thing I love, like I said, I've been on many fucking chats. All fucking, you know, you're not down with the clique, fuck you. Fucking, you don't agree with what they say, fuck you. You don't suck cock, you don't let, you know, fuck you. See you later. Don't
There's
come
a
back.
lot of drama on this shit, man.
Mule, if you got something, you know, you got something to say and it's against the grain, or let's just say it's a different opinion, he's not going to shut you down and keep you from your opinion. He's going
No.
Yeah,
To a point. There's been quite a few times, and he wanted me to talk about his being an asshole. So let me go ahead and give you my 2 cents on his asshole. And it's totally against you on this one, G. But there have been times, and I'm not saying all the time, but there are certain subjects that he will not let you speak. He'll be like, "Come on in."
Oh, yes.
As long as you want to debate, you know, and all that, then come on in, you're welcome. And then as soon as somebody comes in and has a different opinion, he talks over them, yells at them, demonizes them.
Well, that's part of the process. That's called process of elimination.
No, that's called, I'm going to win the
No, I'm
argument
just-
by not letting you speak.
Well, I have to disagree with you and say that I'm not saying that you're wrong. I'm just saying that I have not seen that a lot. I might seen it once or twice, but we can all get like that, and I'm not making excuses for him. But how many times have you seen a host argue about something and then listen to a different opinion on an external comment and give them the opportunity to come in? Now, they don't choose to come in, that's on them, but he still gives them the opportunity to come in and voice their opinion. Not too many other chats, I don't know any chats that would do that. I don't know too many hosts that would say, "Hey, come on in and give your opinion."
I did.
Well, you're part of us, my brother. I'm talking about.
I know.
You know what I'm saying.
I know what you're saying, and I know exactly what he's saying. I know.
But I know what.
Russell.
But I hear what Stinger. Oh yeah, I know exactly what Stinger is. He gets on that fucking side where he'll just shut you down. I understand.
He can shut you down pretty quick.
Sure.
But I mean, that's if you're really being non.
If you deserve to get shut down, he'll shut
where
you
you
down.
really want to argue with him and you're not listening to him and you're not giving him a chance. See, the thing is, if you let him have a chance to say his and don't interrupt him,
nope, that doesn't work, and I can speak from experience, brother.
Oh yeah, he'll sit there all night.
We've gone through this. Me and Mule have gone through this twice now, and it's on me. I am okay with allowing you to speak your mind and get your point across, and then I'll do the same. And there have been a couple times now that, okay, you know, your turn is done speaking. Let me have my turn to speak. And I don't get my turn because he's got something. I said something that he immediately needs to talk about at that very second, interrupts, and then takes over the conversation and calls me a moron. So, there you go.
I've seen that too.
Now, I don't mind having that debate back and forth as long as it stays civil. And one of the main reasons why I didn't like 420 Homestead anymore was because he didn't keep it civil. You want to argue about God, we can argue about God all day long. And you know what? Either one of our opinions might not change. But as long as it's respectful, I can still respect you as a person. But as soon as you start going into, oh, you believe in a fairy tale, and next thing you're going to say is Santa Claus and all this shit, and you're demonizing or putting me down, then no, I don't have any more fucking time for you, man. At that point, you know, it's useless to even argue because all you got is insults at that point.
And that's something that, I mean, at least with him, he will jump out, and I've seen him do it, jump off when he gets too pissed off.
I think we all have.
And, you know, I have seen him jump off many times. Of course, I've known him a long time. I mean, if you remember back to OIF Eagle that time.
Oh, God. That was nuts. That was fucking nuts. I felt bad for Eagle, too, dude. It was like 9-on-1. And he took it like a champ, dude. He took that shit.
Yeah. And, I mean, there's different ones. Everybody's got their own setup. I mean, like me, I'm good with it. Most people, 420, I do have a problem with. I think he's about the only person I do have a problem with. In the field today. I don't think anybody else. I got a few other trolls, but I've dealt with them. That's my only troll I really have. But I mean,
I wouldn't call him a troll. We know who he is. I wouldn't call him a troll. He just speaks his mind a different way.
Yeah.
You know, a troll is somebody that we don't know.
Mule's ready to talk about other shit. I think he's had enough of both sides of the love and the hate. And also,
we're not talking about love.
Right? No, we were, and now we're talking about the bullshit. And Kansas, check the internal here in a second. Not just yet, but go ahead, guys. Figure out something else.
Stinger, you want to do the shout-outs? We haven't shout out the room in a while.
Yeah, hold on.
I gotta make a quick phone call. I'll be right back.
There you go, Kansas.
Gotta pick up my boy. Hold on.
All right, so we got Camper Key. Oh, hold on. Let me start from the top. And I can't see if it's marked as spam, so I apologize if it is. Galen Long, DJ Moore, he's loving this. Camper Keith.
I'd love to hear from him.
Right, Camper Keith, Galen Long, I already said Galen. Mule teams out there. Mindfuck Matrix is out there with the gunbot.com and slickguns.com. Actually, it's gunbot.net. Just so just for anybody who's actually wanting to check out the good prices on ammunition, it's gunbot.net, N-E-T. I'm out there, and Jay Watt was out there about 37 minutes ago. So,
Jay Watt, hey, you're still out there. And Mule, hey. Oh, miss you. Can't wait to see you back. I'll try to get on Thursday, I promise. If I can.
All right.
And, you gotten quiet there, Jim.
Researching these old dragons. I'm trying to figure out which one was the most exciting one. If that was December 20th, it was titled Politically Incorrect Friday Night Chat. Was that the one where everything went to hell?
Yeah, that was one of the ones I was a part of that was the most memorable to me. But, yeah.
I'll download it. It'll take a while, but I'll maybe pull some clips out of it.
Oh, great.
Here's
We're
some
gonna have some fun for the birthday celebration here. We got to pull up some of the good ones, you know.
All right. Caregivers out there as well.
Caregivers out there?
Yankee 4 is out there. Thanks, man.
Okay, let me, yeah, go ahead, do what you're going to do.
Okay, well, whatever.
Let him in.
Yeah. I don't know why he's inviting me. The bastard.
Why not?
Right? Can't go to hell too much more than it already is.
That's right, we're already off the rails.
Yeah.
Might as well have a little fun with it. Invite DJ.
Hey guys.
What's up, brother?
Hey, what's up?
Same old stuff. I'm not feeling all that great, so.
That's not good to hear.
I don't have DJ in my circles, but I'll try to invite him through the dragon.
Okay.
I was trying to get the invite working, but it was aggravating me. So I had to ask Russ.
Oh, okay. It's all good.
I ended up, you know how I haven't been able to figure out why I've been so sick since my surgery?
Wait a minute, Bobby. You can't talk unless you say one nice thing about Mule Team and one crappy thing about Mule Team.
Well, I just the other night gave Mule Team like 5 shout-outs on what's that guy's chat? I can't think of the guy's chat. And talked about how much I love Mule Team, and he knows that. So, and I guess I could say one nice thing about him. He likes AKs, so I guess that's okay. And one bad thing about him,
Yep.
he likes
hate
AKs.
about him.
That's
Huh?
a bad- And he likes AKs. That's a bad thing
So
about
that's
him.
a good and a bad thing? What the hell?
Dude, I'm drugged up right now, so.
Oh, shit. We're really about to fly out the rails.
But I wanted to tell you guys what was going on real quick. I ended up getting the infections, the sore throat, and the other one. On top of that, all that was over with, the strep throat and all that, and I was still really sick. Ended up in ICU. The doctor did a test. Come to find out, I had spinal fluid, something or another.
Meningitis?
No, when they do a back surgery, it's right against your spine, and it's easy for them to screw up.
And
And
you screwed it up?
yeah, I ended up getting an infection through my spinal fluid. So I'm on home bed rest, and the nurse comes 4 hours a day and gives me IV fluids and antibiotics.
No. Oh, damn, man.
Yeah, so that's why I sound funny too, because I'm on O2. So my face is all swollen, and I don't want to be on camera right now.
It's all good.
But I miss you guys.
Half of us are off camera.
And Russ, that AK is badass, I gotta say.
I thought you didn't like AKs.
I don't like AKs, but that's a badass AK.
right?
Dude, do you know how much fun I had watching that video?
Probably not as much fun as I had making it.
Probably.
Yeah, and him showing off that one of me being a chipmunk.
No, I never made that public.
Oh, you
That's
never
not a
made
public
that
video.
I thought you sent that out because I had seen it on there.
Yeah, I think I sent you a link to it, but it's not a public video.
Oh, it's not public? Okay.
I got a political maybe question, kind of want to know something. And I also want to say Homestead 420 is just off topic all the time. Doesn't care about, he just wants to get his opinion out there and doesn't care about other people's.
Talk to him about raising kids one of these days. See how that goes.
God, I don't want to go there about that one.
But I wanted to ask something, if you guys don't mind. Maybe y'all can help me understand this. Or see if I'm just totally off bases or what. But right now we're having this border crisis, right? And there is all these people in Africa that have the Ebola virus. Who's to say that? Is there any way? Are we testing these people as they come into America to see if they're sick or anything?
No.
So we're just putting them on plane flights with regular passengers.
Oh, hell yeah. That's the problem.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure I was 100%. So that would be like the perfect terrorist thing.
That's why they had Ellis Island back in the day.
I know, that's what I thought.
Why don't they have something to that effect right now? At least, I'm not saying don't let them in the country at all, but why don't you check them out? Check out to make sure they're not part of the cartel, because we all know the cartel recruits as young as 8, even younger, I think, than 8 years old. And, they're the children. They're 16. They're just a kid. No, they've been, at 16, they might have been in the cartel half their life, and more hardened than any criminal here in America. So, yeah, having them in a place like an Ellis Island sort of place, making sure they don't have any diseases, checking on their backstory, making sure they're not a part of any gangs or any other bad things in Mexico or wherever they're coming from. Is that so inhumane? I don't think so.
Well, that was my question. I thought Ellis Island was originally open so that we could make sure people weren't bringing in the bugs and all that.
Yeah, they just screen them for basic stuff,
Yeah, but the Ebola virus could take up to 3 weeks to show any effects.
Yeah,
they were in Ellis Island for months.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they generally quarantine them for a couple of days, back then, because that's when a couple of days to a week, because that's about as long as it took for most diseases at that time to crop up.
Right. Okay, and another topic that Russ just brought up, there is known gang members of MS-13, 2 of them that sat there and admitted to doing crimes. One was with a gun, killed like multiple people, chopped off the hands of kids and all this. He was like 14 or 15, and the other one was telling him about all kinds of violent crimes he has done. And because they're kids, they're not allowed to be any kind of withheld or anything. They're just, even though they're absolutely known violent offenders, it's
That's right.
Welcome to the United States of America. Please get your tax ID right here, or your voting ID right here.
Yep, kids get in. That's what they said.
So that's what it's all about for real? That's really what it is? It's about the votes?
I don't know. That's just one take on it. I have no idea, brother.
I'm totally lost. I really don't know.
Both sides have been arguing over who gets to give the amnesty, so that they get the political support. Because you're talking about a bunch of people that are completely
idiots,
illiterate of anything that's going on in America. They simply just do not know anything. They don't know what's going on here. They don't understand their politics or anything. They don't know anything about America. Most don't even speak English. I mean, it's.
Well, wasn't that another thing? Like,
it's fucking fish in a barrel. When you got somebody completely, under your control, that way. Shit. What are they going to do?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bring up a touchy subject. I
That's a good subject.
haven't really had anybody to talk to other than watching the news. We just had these questions.
It's okay, dude. You're good.
They've been arguing about who gets to get the deal with amnesty for years, you know? That way, you know, whichever side is gets the votes. The fact of the matter is, it doesn't matter which side either way, because as long as we've got these two parties running the thing, they just, you know, they play golf together, you know, they send stuff back and forth, and they're all on with all the same corporations. So we don't really have two parties, we have one.
Right.
We have
Well,
one
can I-
party with two different skins on it.
right. Can I tell you guys a story about what happened to me the day before yesterday, and how that these illegal immigrants are already affecting it's already affecting me.
Go ahead. I was teasing.
So you guys know, all you guys know that I'm in, financially I'm in a rough place right now, especially my wife has had 30 days off work, and we haven't been able to recoup a lot of the time because she didn't have it. But anyways, so we're hurting extra bad. We live so paycheck to paycheck. Any little bump in the thing, you're really close to. We're on the line all the time. So we're over the line right now. We're struggling, and we're in the grocery store. My food stamps got cut, which I was only getting $17 a month. Okay, but my food stamps got cut. And in the letter, they said that they didn't have the money to pay the small amounts anymore due to the overwhelming demand for food stamps. Well, I was like, that sucks, Well, so I'm in the grocery store. I literally had, this is no shit, $20 to buy the foods to get me by for 2 weeks. Not this Thursday, but the following Thursday. Now, granted, I have rice, beans. I've been living on my preps again. So
We had $10 last week.
Yeah, so I'm living on my preps right now, but I needed, milk, butter, stuff like that, a little bit of hamburger meat. And so we're in the grocery store trying to buy this little bit of stuff with $20. I mean, we didn't even have a penny over that. And a lady in front of me could not speak one bit of English. Got 3 kids with her. She's got 2 full lobsters that just came out of the tank, all kinds of steak, hamburger meat, big huge packs of hamburger meat. It ended up being like $260 worth of groceries.
Well, yeah, when you have even one kid, it goes from 20, because when you don't have a kid, your food stamps are like $20 a month. When you have just one kid, it goes from $20 a month to over $400 a month.
Well, Russell, guess what?
Give it even more kids. Food stamps?
Yeah.
Of course.
And
That's what they're doing.
But come on. I've lived here my whole life. I've paid into the system my whole life. My parents have paid into the system my whole life. And I can't get the help, but some strange person that just shows up decides they get free housing.
And that just means you're against children because you want her children to go starve because they weren't there in the country long enough.
No, I want to be reasonable. Why does her children get lobster and steak and all that when I'm in there trying to scrounge for $20?
Mm-hmm.
That's not fair. And I'm told, I can't get the help. No, there's got to be. That's not right.
Dude, I know it's not right, but it's the way it is. I don't know. I live off of, I'll tell you, it's right around that 700 mark per month.
Yeah, after taxes.
After everything's paid, I got maybe $20 to live on for the month. For me and my wife, both.
Yep. But the difference is your house is a little bit less expensive and that kind of stuff too. So I'm not saying you're not struggling. Don't take me wrong. I'm not saying that at all. I understand. It just sucks.
It's the same thing. They do. And the thing is, it's what it is they're going to cover no matter what. It's what they want to do.
But what?
It means us. It means we suck and they rule for now. Until someone's willing to stand up and say, this has to quit. And other people wake up to where they'll stand up and say it's got to quit. And as a nation, we go forth and say, get the fuck out of the office or we're going to walk. But I don't think it's going to happen because no one's awake and no one's 90% are scared.
Nobody also want to come across as, you know, unreasonable towards children. Just like that argument I was just giving Bobby. You want to come across like, oh, you just want to be fair. No, you're going to be attacked that you're against kids. And it's not their fault that they weren't born in this country. It's not their fault that their parents didn't pay into the system. You know, you just got lucky where you were born. And it's not their fault where they were born. Just like it's not, you know, any right, you know, better than they are because you were born in America versus where they were born. They're still human beings. And if you're against paying for, you know, that lady to have her kids get all this food, and they're not going to debate what kind of food, right? Because then that goes into a whole other debate on telling people what they can and cannot buy on food stamps, you know. And so, yeah, you're going to come across, they're going to make you look like you're anti-immigrant, anti-human, anti-kids.
Well, you guys knew me better than that. You know what kind of person I am.
Yeah, we do, but
we're
all racist.
I am. At this point, fuck it. I'm so pissed off. If you can't, if somebody can go, I don't know. I don't even. My blood pressure's gonna go through the
We're
roof.
all racist here, so yeah. Of course, you know, you go to a Klan meeting, and obviously everybody there's gonna be anti-black, and you're like, well, you know, there you go.
You go to. You go to a women's meeting, men are terrible.
But I gotta also say, you know, on top of that, my wife is half Hispanic. My wife's mother is full Hispanic. My brother-in-law is 100% Hispanic. But you know what? They all did it the legal way with the papers. They came in, they paid what they had to. They waited on their time and stuff.
They're coming in legal. The president went to their place and said, we're taking kids. We're taking in kids.
That's not legal because that's not what the Constitution says.
Well, it's not what the Constitution says, but it's what the president said.
That's bullshit.
He's the ruler in their country. That means the president knows what he's talking about. Are you saying he don't know what he's talking about?
Yes, 100%.
But see, we're American. We're able to do that. They just found out they could do it, so they're coming to America, and now they're saying, well, we're here. Here, where's my amnesty? I'm a kid.
Yeah, I saw on Fox last night. They were standing
out. They were enticed. They were sent cheat sheets to be covered under that law that Obama passed. This whole thing was set up. They were enticed. They were told to come.
Right.
Yeah, but Obama knew that once he made that deal in 2012 for this amnesty thing, it would be covered by the 2008 little amnesty thing that oh shit, what's his name did? Bush did. And so now he can blame it all on Bush.
He won't.
On Fox the other night, last night it was, here they are illegal aliens standing in front of the White House protesting for their rights. They're not freaking aliens. Hey guys, I can't.
They got more balls than half of Americans.
I mean, they're outright telling we're illegal American. Illegal. Why are they getting arrested?
What are they going to do to them? They're not property of the corporation like we are.
True. Okay, my blood pressure can't handle it. I love you guys. See you later.
See you later.
See you, Bobby. Yeah, just what Dystopian was saying, that they're not subjects, they're not U.S. citizens, and they have different rules to apply to them. Yeah.
But they also have more balls than us because we won't stand up and do that.
Well, you know, what do they come from? You know, an American jail. You know.
Yeah, don't matter. President promised amnesty. Now where's their amnesty?
So they want to join the farm or the big plantation.
That's it.
Well, if that shit is really true about your birth certificate having a bond on it, and then it's collateral pledged to the international bankers, then obviously they want more chattel. So that's how they're going to benefit from it.
We're in trouble. There's no doubt to it. I mean, it's like
we're all slaves, and then we got these other slaves coming into our plantation eating our food, but they didn't do any of the work.
Hello, Bobby.
I'm sorry. I felt bad about that. I'm so upset that
Dude, don't worry about it. I understand.
I don't want to offend.
Because I got myself so upset about this already. I've been spent a week being in bed sick because I get so mad as hell. I get my blood pressure goes up. I end up just about having another stroke. End up having a seizure or something.
That's exactly what's going to happen.
Oh shit, man! Don't get that upset about it, man. It's been going on for decades.
It's been going on, but the thing is, this is getting to be ridiculous.
Well, it's been ridiculous for a while. I mean, just don't worry about it,
Don't worry about it. Well,
don't worry about it like that. I mean, what can you do about it if you let it eat your life?
There's not a thing I can do about it. That's what pisses me off.
Well, then don't let it be sick.
I guess I'm letting it win by that way.
No, nobody likes what is going to have to be done in order to do anything about it, because nobody, you like the most conservative president this next go-around in 2016, friggin' Ron Paul, right? He ain't going to be able to change shit.
No control over that. What they did to him just shows we got no fucking voice. They do what they want.
It's not all Obama's fault,
No, it's not. It's above Obama. It's above all of us.
It's just that he volunteered to be the corporate fucking puppet this to go around, the last two goes around, but he's just the fucking, he's just the dangly thing. He's the carrot on the stick. He ain't the fucking guy holding the handle.
No, he's a guy with a pen and a phone.
And what do you think he's doing? He's doing exactly what he's told to do. He's doing exactly what those that backed him and bought him want him to do.
I used to not believe
in our system, and that's what they want.
They want lots and lots of cheap labor they don't have to pay taxes on to work on their corporate farms and in their corporate food mills.
Well, fuck, why don't we go back to slavery then?
We are.
That's where we're heading.
You're just free roaming.
No, we're already there. It's a different type of
slaves. They made us all slaves.
You're a slave on the government system. You need that money every month for your food stamps. You need Section 8 housing, and you'll vote the way they want you to vote because you'll be too scared that the other guy will vote against you, and you won't have those things anymore. So you are then a slave to the government, just like that.
Well, not to mention the fact that even if you've got a job and can work for yourself, you still have to ask permission for everything. You still have to have all your papers and your licenses and shit.
Yeah. What about the whole driving? Driving. Just recently we had a judge tell my wife driving is a privilege, not a right. Bullshit. You're supposed to be able to get around. That's in the Constitution, freedom of travel, right? But no, you have to have a license. You have to have insurance. You have to have registration. You have to have all this stuff to have your right. Same thing with the guns. You have to have your concealed carry permit to exercise that right. In fact, now we have freedom of speech zones. So what part of the Constitution is actually still intact? Because I don't believe any of it is.
In most states, you have to get a license or a permit, like if you were in Canada or something, or to even get a gun.
Right.
Of any sort. So
if anybody wants in, I'm gonna give you 5 minutes to write down there in the description or whatever. You guys make a comment and say I want in for the after chat because I'm about to shut this off.
A free man doesn't have to ask for anybody's permission. That's the thing.
Right.
Well, gonna have all
what
these.
About the fishing licenses? That's another thing that pisses me off. You have to have a license to fish, really? Sorry, Dystopian. You're getting my goat going.
Sorry, man. I just tell it like I see it.
All right, I know, but you're pushing all my buttons, which is okay. I don't mind. Just sorry to interrupt all the time.
Well, I understand what you're saying, Russ. I mean, it's a bunch of bullshit. They sit there and they do it over and over and over again. And see, the thing is, we're supposed to learn from our history. We're supposed to not do what they said, you know. And the thing is, we're going right back into a fucking another parliament, and that's right where we're headed.
Well, here's the thing. As I was trying to tell you, it's best not to let it get you too worked up in the meantime, because you'll think of something later because you do care. It won't leave your mind, but don't let it kill you in the meantime. You know?
I know. It bugs the hell out of me. I'm a man.
Me too.
Whenever I was younger, if there was a way to fix it, I'd fucking fix it. And this is just it's so simple to fix. You just gotta get people to stand up. And the thing is, we can't. It's like talking to idiots. It's like someone gave them idiot juice, and everybody just went idiotized. And now it's slowly waking people up, and people are actually starting to make sense again. But now it's going right. Now we're going right back into where they cramp down, where everybody's getting scared to talk, and there are people disappearing. So yeah, I get a little upset about it.
Especially with their war on whistleblowers. There's a great documentary on Netflix about that, but we already kind of knew about that before I watched the documentary. It was like, well, okay, yeah, I already knew about this. But they are making it so that, you know, anybody who dares go against the administration, I mean, it's been in the works for a long time, but it's really ramping up with the Obama administration. Is if you dare to be a whistleblower, they're gonna find out who you are. There is no amnesty or, you know, where they don't know who you are, where people are going to keep to their sources, because they'll find out and they will ruin you. And there's a definite...
and they're giving $500 for people to rat you out if you're doing, like, prepping or something.
No, that's in New York, right?
I know that's in New York, but still, it's the United States, isn't it?
Technically, yes, it is. And it's $500 if you have a neighbor, if you rat out your neighbor, if they have, more than 3 months worth of food, I think?
Yep, more than 3 months.
Or if you're at a store, if you work for, like, Home Depot or whatever in New York, and you see somebody buying a lot of MREs or a lot of bullets or, you know, basically stocking up on stuff, you're supposed to report that too. Which is...
Yep. And if they get caught, then it's $500 to you.
Yep.
So yeah, it's bullshit. It's a bullshit guarantee. And the thing is, that's you know, people they're stacking it against us. The more they stack it against us, the harder it's going to be for us to even make a comeback if we have to. That's just the frustrating part. I'm sorry, you got me going, Dystopia.
He's good at pushing buttons.
Oh yeah, I'll give him to you. Yes.
Sorry, man. And it's just you know, if we want to talk about it, let's talk about it. You know, I don't let it eat me every day. I'm
a man that likes to fix things, and I can't fucking fix it, and it bothers the fuck out of me.
Well, see, that's the thing. When a person is upset, it's hard to think clearly. That's why you got to focus on just staying relaxed and let the bigger picture come into your mind, and other options will crop up. That's
why all the great music was written under the influence of marijuana, because they were as relaxed as motherfuckers. That's what we need to do. We all need to get high and figure this thing out.
Gotta be high. Get a high. Get a high.
No, I don't go that route. But if you can make it work, fine. If it doesn't work for you, don't do it.
I'm just saying, it's just it's frustrating as hell. And well, you know, I sit here and watch. You
think it's got to be frustrating other people too, even if they're not opening their mouths. I mean, we're under such scrutiny right now. Like you said, people are disappearing and everything. People are having thoughts even if they're not voicing them. You got to understand that. And that they might be, you know, not brave enough to talk about it, but they're totally getting their information together.
Yeah. I got to interrupt everybody for a minute.
They will ruin your career.
Well,
they will fuck you over if you're vulnerable. So a lot of people that are vulnerable, I'm thinking, are probably not talking because they don't want to expose themselves right now.
Oh, I
which
know.
is the smart thing to do. Especially if, I mean, they've taken, they've loaded people up and messed with them, and threatened to take their, their retirement and stuff away and other
Where'd
things.
you go?
So, if you notice, what things have been said, what things have been done to people over this, it kind of explains why you're not hearing as much as you was.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I know, and that's another thing that bothers me is
Fire is still there.
It's really like that have sort of disappeared off of here, and they've disappeared, and there's no way of getting a hold of them. Even ones I've had phone numbers for.
Well, don't judge a man till he acts,
No.
I mean, as much as we'd want everybody to be loud and vocal about it, as we've seen all the protests, it don't do any good. Most of them don't get reported on the news anyway, so being loud and vocal.
I mean, yeah, you'd think they'd be
really do
loud and
anything.
vocal about
It's
the
like,
ones down there, but
to a degree, it doesn't really do anything, but let other people know you feel the same way, or maybe expose some new people.
The best thing to come out of those.
You're thinking already.
The best thing to come out of those protests is networking. If you go to one of those protests, make sure you talk to as many people as you can, get their number. I don't know, don't come across creepy, but definitely try to make friends and kind of network. Say, hey, I live over here, you live close to me. If something goes down, let me know. Here's my number or something, And that's, I think, the best thing that comes out of some of those things, because at some point, the protests are going to be over, and you're going to hope to join up with the same people that were there at those protests when shit gets real.
Yeah. And is locally, people can accomplish things locally. A little bit here, a little bit there. Anything to chip away at the pyramid of power. And if you do things within your area, it's going to be far more effective than what we've seen with these these bigger elections. They're all bought, rigged, and paid for.
I guess my biggest problem is I'm in an area that I'm not too worried about, because most of the laws are protecting of us here in this part of the country, as far as at least Kansas goes.
Have you not noticed the general shift in people's attitudes, and things are changing, in a positive way? At least people's minds and stuff. And
we had a lot of little wins in the bigger areas, like the slams against the president by the court system has clocked about 3 or 4 of his pen issues, and some of the judges have been ruling for guns and stuff and different things that are making sense.
The last one that I heard of was the whole Hobby Lobby case, I think it was.
We can't focus on the president too much. We should all know that he's a corporate meat puppet.
Right.
We all know that. That's not
many Congress and the Senate people.
There's a whole shadow part that you can't touch, and that part of it is hard to find out, and everybody that tries disappears.
And not everybody. They're not untouchable.
I don't know. They ain't too easy to touch.
If you get caught up in the negativity, man, you're really just screwing yourself. You have to look for good things, and you have to see that reflects something even louder than that incident itself.
Yeah, I know. We've had a lot of good wins. It's just things are just so tough right now.
Well, they're playing psychological games with us, and we're vulnerable to the psychological game. The thing of it is, if we become, if we stay angry all the time. Just angry, just blind angry, and they're carrying this defeatist feeling in us. Well, we're already half beat that way. We can't focus. We flare up, and we don't think, and we've got this loss of hope thing going on.
Yeah.
So
I need Russ to call out the people on the.
At least let the man finish his thoughts.
You've got to stay positive, man. That's the only hope.
Yeah, and I agree with you, man. You gotta turn off the news and you gotta unplug. I would suggest at least 3 days a week. Just don't even pay attention. Pick whatever days that is, but spend time with your family. Go out and do something as a family and enjoy the life that you have, because we only have this one, unless you believe in an afterlife, which then you need to know what's going on in our country. We definitely need to stand up for what we believe in. But if that's all you're ever talking about, it's everything that you're thinking about all day long, yeah, it's gonna have a bad effect on you in your morale, just like Dystopian was saying. And you gotta get out and smell the fucking roses once in a while.
Yeah.
For a shout out though, we got Mindfuck Matrix is still out there. Chad Lilly thinks that Chad guy's an asshole more than Mule. Rebel was out there for a minute, so cool, brother. Caregiver, Yankee 4, and we're all caught up already.
We're caught up.
Yeah, not too many people yapping.
Nobody wanted in?
No.
Okie dokie. Well, Eric, thank you all for coming. It'll be the same time, same place, 2 o'clock next Wednesday, DT hour. And I'm going to have to say goodbye. And stay in tune. Watch the Green Dragon. Catch Sunday nights. And I don't know who all else has been doing what, but
usually Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays, and Wednesday afternoons. Yeah.
Okay, so listen to what he says, and I guess that's the end of DT hour for me. Do you got anything to tell you want to call out or shout out?
The weather's nice, man. Go outside and smell the flowers.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Shoot a maggot too.
Man, because we got stuff coming. We got November coming. We got all that crap going on. So enjoy your time now.
Russ, you got anything? Anybody shout out or anything?
Well, we got to shout out the Mule team, right?
God bless you, man.
What?
I said a big shout out to Mule.
Right, which I was just gonna say, but thank you for taking that.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, Mule. He's the most lovable asshole you'll ever meet.
Yes.
And other than that, shout outs to the people who have been running it. A big fuck you shout out to everybody last night that didn't send me an invite, but that's okay because I had a fun time without you. And no, a big shout out to definitely to the 10-round Patriot. Third Op, I think, ran it last night. And everybody was keeping it going. That's kind of cool of y'all. Big shout out also to one of my good friends, the Swedish paracord nut. Thoughts and prayers go out to him. He's dealing with pancreatic cancer, and it's not looking good. So he's definitely in my thoughts and prayers. And that's about it.
And I also with the paracord nut. So thank you all for coming. Like I said, DTR next week, same time, same place. And take it easy. Okay, and you guys staying in for a little bit?
For a moment.